Now, it's an epic journey across Africa. The new film, Africa United, is about a group of children who travel nearly 5,000 kilometres across the continent to attend the opening ceremony of the World Cup in Johannesburg. But it's not really a movie about football at all. It aims at nothing less than changing how we think about Africa. At least that's what the producers hope. Let's look at a clip.
Who is it?
It's Ma. What do I do?
Don't speak. She'll only tell you not to go to the... We'll be dead forever. And you'll never kick a ball in front of a president.
You're okay?
I'm okay.
Kabera, what's going on? You went to a football trial.
Yes?
Why would you lie to me? You never go anywhere without telling me.
I try to. I want to be in this team. And I still have a chance to make it.
What? Kabera, where are you? What are you doing?
We're going to the World Cup.
Where are you going?
Shh.
Fascinating. Well, I'm happy to say here with me is Eric Kabera, one of the producers of the film. His story idea brought Africa United to life. Welcome and thank you for being with us.
Thank you, George.
Now, in my introduction, we talked about football and the World Cup, but this is not really a film about football at all, really.
Not really. I mean, we use football as one of the devices because football is such an iconic symbol on the African continent and world over. But at the end of the day, that we have so many films, so many documentaries, so many really bleak, bad images about Africa, and over the last 5 years I've been really thinking about making a different type of representation of the continent. And then I was in LA trying to actually get the story really be produced by Hollywood producers until one of my colleagues actually leaked my story.
Leaked it?
In a nice way, because to Mark Blaney and Jackie Shepherd, who had really been hoping to make another kind of sort of story, or also contributing to making Africa sort of look so differently. So they really, really believed in the story from the starting point, and that was the beginning of Africa United.
I mean, so in many ways, it's about an African dream, if you like.
It's an aspiration. It's an aspiration.
Through the eyes of children. So let's just, these kids now, they're setting off from Central Africa, and they do, in fact, get to South Africa in the end for the World Cup. Let's just have a look at another clip.
You don't look much of a team. Give us a chance to prove it. What is it?
What do we do?
Chickens!
Come on, George.
Hey, come on, shoot the ball.
Come on, Celeste.
Now, I don't know whether you're going to like this or not, but people are saying this is kind of Africa's Slumdog Millionaire, that film about Indian kids and giving a new look on Indian life.
I mean, people may look at it that way, but at the end of the day, this is really a beautiful tale out of the continent. Children who have never acted before, children who are actually hope to represent their continent. And Debs Gardner, with whom I actually co-produced another film, beautiful film out of Rwanda called We're All Rwandans, sort of British, but whose parents actually lived in Rwanda for many years, and truly believed that a story out of Africa can make a huge difference. And Pathe got on board because we had this story of mine that was beautifully crafted by a British writer, Ridian Brooke, and who came on a journey into Rwanda, Congo, Burundi, Zimbabwe, South Africa to see basically all the facets of the continent. He had traveled on the continent before, but at the end of the day, he wanted literally to represent truly what I thought would be, the film that people are going to be watching.
We've looked at several movies on this programme on GMT, talked to lots of producers and directors. I don't think we've ever had an African producer. I mean, how hard was it to get the money for this film? It's
very, very hard, but I think at the end of the day, actually one of the clips in the movies, or one of the quote in the movie says, "Impossible is nothing." That dude was saying it. And I truly believe that once you believe in your own story, a single story can be a universal story. It's a story of triumph, a story of commitment, of thriving, to a better future. And that's exactly what it is. I mean, of course, and I'm one of the producers, Rwandan as one of the story originator, but at the end of the day, this is a story that will actually change the perception of how storytelling.
Now, you resisted the temptation, as lots of other film directors have just done their movies in South Africa. It's become a great place, everything works. works. But you've resisted that temptation. You actually shot this along the way.
Yeah, I think along the producers and the film director did this thing in South Africa. It might sound simple because in South Africa they have the infrastructure and everything else. It would be just another movie shot in South Africa. We actually took, you know, the giant shot into Rwanda, into Burundi, and into South Africa at the same time. Because this is actually the project that brought to life the co-production between Rwanda and the UK. And we have also a co-production in South Africa. So, in a sense, it's one of the tools to unleash potential co-productions with Rwanda and on the other African continent in telling basically positive stories.
All right, Eric Kabera, producer of Africa United, thank you for being with us. And I should say that film opens in Britain on the 22nd of October, Africa United. Well, we're coming to the end of GMT, but before we